Hello there, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw the Animaniacs. So come on, let's get started. Hello, cartooners!
Whoa, that was obnoxious, wasn't it?
All right, guys, that's right. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, and we're going to draw it all in one drawing so you can see the size relation and how we can play off the different shapes. So let's just dive on in. Now, I got to be honest with you, I never really watched this show. This came out when I was in high school. Now, I'm not saying you can't watch cartoons in high school, because I did. But, you know, I was also in extracurricular activities, and I was dating, and I was working, and homework. You had to prioritize the shows that you were able to watch with whatever time you had left. And frankly, there wasn't that much time for such things. So I really had to make sure that I had my Batman time. So, one thing about these characters, I know where I'm going with this. I may not have watched the show, but I know how to draw. The character design on these characters was a lot of fun. They were supposed to mimic the old style of the 1920s and 30s cartoons. Okay? But not only that, but we've got a cool little Easter egg. You know, the Warner Brothers shield. Yeah, that thing. Well, these character heads are kind of caricatures of the Warner Brothers shield. All right, anyway, here, let's, before I get too far, let's throw in Wacko. So he's the tall brother, right? He's tall, he's thin, he wears pants. So he wears these khaki pants that are hiked way up, because remember, the time frame that these characters came from were the 30s, the 40s, and men wore their pants up really high. So we've got this character who is also wearing his khaki pants really high. All right, now before I go too far, let's go back into the head and let's throw in some details. All right, so these characters, I promise not to point out again that they were designed to look like they were from another era. Okay, so they had these great big red noses and these fun big grins, just like so. Want to keep that shape. Give him that cheek. With the drawing I'm using for reference, his mouth is open nice and wide. Okay. You see teeth with these guys like you don't with other characters. Just playing off on that old-timey design here. So I know the Animaniacs have made a comeback, which is probably why I'm getting requests to draw them. But from what I understand, they brought them back with a new character design. They have the same voice talent, which is awesome. We've got Rob Paulson, we have Jess Harnell, and we have Tress MacNeille, who originally voiced the characters in the 90s, and they're back. And let me tell you something, if you've never met these guys, they are an absolute riot in person. They are just lovely people. They're so kind and generous with their time. They're really something else. I've known Rob for years. And he's just salt of the earth. What a great guy. Okay, so we've got these floppy ears here. Now, as I have already said, I didn't watch this show. I don't know what kind of a creature these guys are. All I know was that they are Warner Brothers and the Warner sister. Okay? But I have no idea what they are. You guys are probably shouting at me and will probably give me comments on what the Animaniacs are, and I welcome that. I'm always looking to learn. But yeah, I mean, they're just fun-looking characters. If you guys have never seen the Animaniacs, or at least if you haven't seen the original ones, Yakko has a bunch of song numbers that he sings. One of them are the nations of the world, and he sings each and every country's name to a melody. And it's genius how they can get all of those countries together in a rhyming fashion so that they can make a song. Okay, so here, let's just stick with what I got here. They wear white gloves. They have black fur. And his pants are hiked up really, really high. Oof. Let's see. No shirt. And those pants are extremely baggy. Now, if you've never seen this show and you wanted to show this to a younger audience, it is important to know that this show can get a little bit cerebral for adult audiences. I'm not saying that this show will start throwing out all kinds of innuendo, but they do actually. They throw out some innuendo, so you might want to be aware of that if you're going to introduce this to a younger audience, unless you've checked it out yourself. Okay, so here we go. This is Yakko. Now, Wacko comes up to Wacko's shoulder line. That is the height difference. He is younger. He's a little dim. He has a voice like one of the Beatles. And the accent to boot. So, let's see. Let's throw in his eyes. His nose is a little more upturned. And let's throw in that smile like that. Cheeks. And for some reason, his tongue protrudes out all the time. I'm going to give him the cheek line to follow that laugh line. And we'll give him those side hairs there. Just like that. He too has that design for his fur that comes down. They're not copying Mickey Mouse. They're just sticking with the times in which they pretend that these guys were designed. Okay, so he wears this hat on his head. It's a baseball cap, and it's sitting on his head backwards. So, it's got this nice floppy design here. His ears come out of holes in the hat, just like this. Okay, if that came out there, this one will come out here. And then you get the visor of the cap kind of sticking out the back like this. So I've got the head in here. I don't usually leave the body out before I start drawing in the rest of the head, but I know the size relation will keep me in check. So let's see. We've got head, we've got feet. Gonna have him kind of going forward here a little bit. Let's give him a big baggy collar to his shirt here. Where Yakko wears pants and no shirt, Wacko wears a shirt and no pants. The shirt comes down quite far. We just see the bottoms of his legs coming out from that shirt. Black legs, and we've got okay. Now, let's see. One hand here, we got another one. Make another fist here on this side. I want to see the full sleeve here. And then, yeah, just like that. All right. And of course, he also has a tail. I would almost consider these guys to be almost cat-like, except for those ears. Those ears are very much like old cartoon dog ears, but I don't know that these guys are dogs. So now we've got the Warner brothers drawn in. Let's draw in the Warner sister. So Dot is a little shorter than Wacko. Again, we're going to draw in that Warner Brothers shield shape. But you see, then we've got this. We've got her ears, and they're tied up like a bun or a top ponytail. And they're tied up with something that looks like a flower. And now let's figure this out. So we've got the horizontal like this. I'm going to give her some cheeks, because isn't she so cute? Okay, so we've got the beady eyes, right? But they're ovals. And we've got the light reflection in them. She's got that red nose on her snout. And let's give her a nice, cute smile like this. Just like with his or her brothers, we've got the cheeks, like so, and then a lower lip, and then back up there. Just like her brothers, we've got the hairline to leave that white mask. And then just like these guys have these cheek hairs, right? Hers are kind of done up like a hairdo. I'm just going to shade that in. So if Yakko wears nothing but pants, Wacko wears nothing but a shirt, Dot will be wearing a skirt. So her costume is very much like the old Minnie Mouse costume. It is just a plain skirt. There we go. Just like so. I'm going to put her hand on her hip. So again, if you haven't seen this show, it didn't just entail stories of these three characters. There were secondary characters and tertiary characters that had their own sketch elements that belonged on this show. It was kind of like a sketch show. They did all of these different other side stories that involved different characters in it. It spun off a couple other series. The most successful one being Pinky and the Brain. Anyway, guys, if you like drawing videos like this, I've got a whole playlist right here for you. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me today, and until the next video, we will see you later.